Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for December. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. Now I'm going to be freestyling your tarot spread, starting off with some oracle cards. The aircrafts flying overhead today are so incredibly loud. I can't even. Towards the end of the reading, I will be rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. Alright, we have star. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark, a shimmer of what is coming next. Beautiful. The star in the traditional tarot is always followed by the tower, which is why it is known as a card of healing, and also using that light to heal other people, because you've learned so much from the darkness, right? It is also an Aquarius energy. And then we have reindeer medicine, journey into the depths of your soul, an awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. This, to an extent, is a card of manifestation. This is a card of having that spiritual awakening, which leads to a faith in the cosmos, which leads to a faith in the divine, in the law of attraction. So, very healing energy, very spiritually profound energy right here for you, Scorpio, which is quite appropriate because we've just come out of your season recently, and well, we're in Sagittarius season now, but I feel like things are going to start feeling a whole lot lighter for you. Let me see what's happening in Scorpio. Venus is entering your sign on the 4th of December, which is absolutely wonderful. That's going to make you more attractive for one, and it's going to make love a little easier. Even though Venus is doing a crazy dance in the sky, it has so many transits going on for it throughout the month, but still, it gracing your sign is a beautiful omen. It's a beautiful sign. Let's see. Some of you are just tapping into those spiritual gifts that you have gained over time, and again, healing other people, helping other people. The Power of the Now. That's a book, right? The Power of the Now. I don't know why I'm getting that suddenly. We have the Three of Pentacles. I was talking about helping other people. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. So I don't know if this is at work or this is a friend group, but you're clearly surrounded by people who could do with your help, and vice versa. I had to pause. My candle was going to go out, so I put a new one. Oh, beautiful. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a happy home, happy family. Generational wealth as well as love. This is contentment at its finest. Feel like there's a coming together. There's a regrouping happening after periods of separation. We have the Queen of Wands, looking good, feeling good, having a sense of direction and purpose. There's no gender in tarot, but I feel like there's almost an intention now, right? I don't know why I keep going back to the tower that hasn't even shown up here, but the star showing up is telling me that a tower happened, right? And a tower happens when there's a lot of chaos, but the star is also the North Star, which has been used for generations and millennia to help navigate, to help guide people, right? So it's like there's a focus now for you, which I'm really liking. We have the King of Swords, logic, a little bit of coldness, but logic, boundaries even. We have justice. You see how he hasn't been a very good boy, so he's received coal in his stocking instead of presents. But I feel like this isn't really you. I feel like this is justice for a situation. This is karmic balance coming for a situation where things may have been taken away from you. It's almost like, what is it called? The law of divine compensation, where things that may have been taken away from you or even stolen away from you, or people that you may have lost, or the happiness that you may have lost, it's almost stored for you in this great universal bank, and it's returned to you in a better way when the universe thinks it's the right time. That is justice. That is the evening out of the scales. What was once taken away is returned in maybe in a better way, and we have it right under the Ten of Pentacles. So I was getting a regrouping, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. I feel like your intuition is heightened at this time. We have the moon right here in the window, if you see. We have a full moon happening in Cancer on the 26th of December, right after Christmas Day. That is going to be a doozy. But with this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups, I feel like it's very important for you to tap into not just your inspiration, not just your drive for action in the material plane, but also your subconscious mind, right? Almost honing into those healing and psychic gifts. I feel like some of you could be getting into that kind of healing, into the occult, into tarot even, into Reiki maybe, into yoga maybe, into astrology maybe. Whatever it may be, I feel like all the gifts that you have been blessed with are bubbling up to the surface to be, well, kind of used. Let's get some bookenders. I mean, you can't make this up. You can't. The Star and the Star. You're a guiding light for somebody. I'm getting that now. And I feel like you see all of that stuff at the bottom of the tree. It's all the suits, firstly, and it's all the important figures that Yuletide comes with. I feel like a lot of wisdom has been gained coming into December. And a lot of that wisdom is turning into almost the lantern that the hermit carries to light up the way for other people. I can't shake it. It's like people are magnetized to you. They're drawn to you because there's so much Knight of Wands drawn to you. There's so much light within your aura. The Knight of Wands could be another person. This could be that person who's very attracted to you. This doesn't necessarily have to be about healing of the soul. It could be healing of the heart, right? The Knight of Wands is very passionate, comes in very quickly. Talking about passion, we have the Krampus, which is the devil, Capricorn energy. There is somebody out there who carries more shadow than you realize. And it's like moths to a flame. I want you to be very careful here. While your energy is very healing right now, Scorpio, is very magnetic right now, you may be attracting people who may drain you in return. While you may be tempted to help them because you are the master of darkness, right? You're ruled by Pluto, who's ruled by Hades, who is the god of the underworld. What would Hades do? He would take him and Persephone, would take dark souls, shadowed and lost souls down into the underworld, help them cleanse their sins and send them back up to the earth or to the heavens. So it's almost like your capacity to purify that darkness is bringing more of it your way. I don't know if this is in love. Some of you may be saying, I only attract idiots. I only attract problem kids. I only attract, you know what I mean? There's something about darkness making its way to you because you know how to purify it. But we have the Knight of Cups as well. So whoever this is, while they're carrying their fair share of darkness, they're also carrying a lot of love and a lot of potential with the Ten of Pentacles for that legacy of love and that generational wealth and that happy home, happy family that I was talking about. With Justice, though, I feel like this is the return. This is the return of what was once lost. And then I have Sinterklaas at the bottom of the deck, which is the Hierophant. This is higher commitment. I feel like some of you may have been swimming in the dating pool. You may have been, you may have had a very difficult time kissing a bunch of frogs, right? But I think it's time for you to finally welcome in the royalty that you seek. The Knight of Cups is someone whose heart is full of love, someone who's vulnerable, who is not afraid to express themselves. But then I have the Nine of Swords. There's anxiety here. I don't think this is your anxiety, to be very frank with you. This is somebody else's anxiety as to how to approach the situation. Because you're here looking good, feeling good with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. No gender in tarot, just take the energy. And the desire to reach out, the desire to communicate is there. But it's almost like someone doesn't feel good enough. You have those boundaries up with the King of Swords, right? Even though I feel like you're open to receiving, you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve, because you've had your fair share of devils, right? Which is why I feel like this person is now being very, very careful about how to approach you. Maybe they were the devil in your life in the past. Maybe they were that darkness, right? And now that they are transmuting and transforming into the Knight of Cups, into this person who, well, is tired of receiving coal in their stocking, who is turning into someone who feels like that they deserve this happily ever after, this Ten of Pentacles. That change might be difficult for you to digest. It might be difficult for them to convince you of this change, which is why they're in their head. But there's a massive desire to communicate, or even travel, aircraft flying overhead. I have the moon. There's a reason I mentioned the full moon in Cancer on the 26th. It could be of significance. Now, what is important here? On either side of the moon in the tarot, we have the star and we have the sun, right? We have to remember that the moon does not have light of its own. It uses the light of the sun to illuminate itself. The moon also talks about hidden feelings. It talks about hidden traumas. It talks about shadows coming to the light, a culmination of sorts. With you being the star, we have established that. You are the star, Scorpio. With you being the star, I feel like you have helped a lot of people shine, of course. But in particular, this person. I feel like you have not ignored their shadow, but transmuted their shadow. You've seen the best in them. And without you, there is no best. I feel like without you, they face more of those demons than they did when they were with you. Eight of Cups. There was an emotional disconnection that left them feeling very empty. A lot of that trauma is bubbling to the surface now. Wow. And they come in. They come in with a cup full of love. The Ace of Cups. This is a very typical reading of you having a glow up and someone regretting a separation. It's a very typical reading. It's right here. I mean, I'm not making any of this up. It's like you are somebody's North Star. You are somebody's medicine. You are somebody's light. But I don't know if it's too late. The Page of Pentacles has been showing up a lot, which tells me that whoever this is willing to learn. I did say the Knight of Wands can be somebody very wishy-washy, someone very immature. Though the Page of Pentacles is a younger archetype than the Knight, it is still someone more hardworking, right? It is someone who is not easily distracted. It is somebody who's willing to learn, who's willing to be a student and understand how it is that they must approach you. I do have the Page of Cups as well, which could be an apology. But again, I don't know if it's too late. The Six of Wands, wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, wanting to be victorious. Whoever this person is determined, and something is changing right here with the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords. I feel like you're sick of this. You're absolutely sick of this, but should I tell you something? This isn't over. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that the universe still has a hand in this situation. It is still puppeting the two of you. There's still a little bit left of this journey that needs to be traversed, just a little more. And the dead end that you may have seen in this connection, I feel like that dead end doesn't exist. It was just a speed bump. The Ten of Pentacles is the perfect happily ever after. The Ten of Cups can be a little wishy-washy. The Ten of Pentacles isn't. And I feel like though you have been through that metaphorical tower moment, you may have decided to distance yourself, walk away with the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords. This person is walking as well, but not away, towards you. I don't know what you will do with this, but the universe is telling me that this isn't done. There's more left in this journey. There's more to experience. There's more adventures, maybe more pain, but there's also a whole lot of love that's yet to be experienced in this connection. All right, we have Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. You could have Pisces heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But Neptune is going direct in Pisces on the 6th. Things are going to start making a whole lot more sense, right? I did see the Seven of Cups somewhere. So if there was any illusions, any confusion, that should start getting cleared up. And then we have Jupiter. And interestingly, Jupiter is also going direct in Taurus, but towards the end of this year, on the 30th of December. That is when we're going to start feeling that connection to the earth again, where we can start almost gaining speed and momentum from Mother Nature, from the earth. Right now, with all of these planets retrograding, including Mercury going ready to retrograde, it can be easy for us to float just a little bit. And while we're floating without an anchor, it can lead us astray, it can lead us adrift, right? So with Jupiter going direct, the planet of luck and expansion and optimism, it's going to make life a little more joyous. Then we have the number 2. You could be seeing 222 a lot. If you have been, it's my personal favorite angel number. It talks about integration. It talks about two people coming together. It's 111 plus 111, right? This is harmony. It is balance. It is love. It is connection and commitment. And the second house, if we think about it, is ruled by Taurus again. It is the house of your personal possessions. It is a house of your income. So if you have been ignoring work, I would get back to it. And some of you may be turning that healing into a career, like I have done. I made a very late career change, but I'm so happy I did, right? Maybe healing other people is your future path. And it's you don't have to be ashamed about taking money for it, because there is a thing known as energy exchange, right? If you keep doing things for free, you're going to keep running dry. You have to be filled back up, so you have the energy to help more. Okay. Let's see what initials we have for you today. We have the letters P twice, P and P, the letter N, C, E, M, and P again. 3 P's, my goodness. So these initials could be yours, they could be someone you're dealing with, but doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Now, your mid-December readings will be uploaded in a couple of weeks, and I hope this helped, Scorpio. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.